Good evening, Yarnies, dirty hookers, and fiber fiends. How are you tonight? Or this morning, or whatever it is, whatever time it is in your part of the world. I'm pretty good. Um, Rainy here, gray, but not too cold. So that's a good thing. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh, hold on, I gotta check my pattern here. Um, Let me check up. Hey, Lilac Stars, you're looking today? That's cool. Thank you for the lurk. Let me catch up with chat. I saw that Sophie was first for the channel point redeem. Yay for first. Hey there, Llama. Hey, Fairy Dust. You like the theremin music? Yes, classic Halloween vibe. I agree. Same thing with the harpsichord. Llama is having some tea and some cross stitch. Ooh. What type of tea? I love a hot tea. Certain types I like. It might be the third stream I've opened right now, so I might have a divided attention. That's fine. I'm glad that you're here, and welcome. Before we start into the stream, we're doing Project Linus Blanket tonight, so it's just sit and chill, kind of like what we've been doing the past few evenings or the past few streams. So no real instruction or anything. Mango peach flavored black tea. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Doing okay. It's one of those cool gray windy autumn days. My favorite kind of the day. Yes. Hey there, lady cricket bug. Here to hang a while you add beads to a felt mermaid tail ornament. Ooh. Okay, now I'm interested. I'm interested. Do you have a picture of it, of a progress picture? And if you want, you can post it in the Discord, or if you have links are open. If you have a link to Instagram or wherever, you can post that if you want to. You send a picture of your comfy evening to Discord. All right. Okay, we're going to do that real quick before we get into my other little quick announcements. Wait, did that work? Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Give me a second. Okay, we'll deal with that thing when I get okay. Sidetracked. All right, let's go to blame you yesterday for tatters and me ordering your own shuttles. Hey, we're enablers. Again, I haven't even learned how to do it yet, and I'm still enabling. Got a link for the Discord? Yes. Oh, thank you, Llama. Llama's right on it. Thank you. Yep. Hey, you're all winners in my book. Some of yous are more a real winner, all right. Those of you who know who you are, you're real winners. Mod reflexes. And you're not even one of my mods, but no, I get it. I totally get it. It's cool. It's all good. So yeah, Lady Cricket Bug, if you want, you could post it in Discord. But you could put it in the whips and foes. That would probably be the best place. That's like the main place that we put things that we share. I mean, you can put stuff wherever, but I don't really have tons of different channels, so it's kind of all narrowed down into one. I get confused when I'm into a server that's got literally 30, 40, 50 channels, and I'm overwhelmed. So, but let's get into the sharing here. This is what Llama, let me get the thing and the thing. This is what Llama's cozy evening. Cross stitch and tea. Ooh. That is pretty. I like the I like the color. Oh wait, I'm just seeing it now. It's kind of like it's a butterfly or a moth, but I can also see the face, like the eyes and the teeth that are in it. And I think you said that you were you mentioned, I think I think it was Tatterstream. Yeah, about the black Ada cloth. Yeah, that could be very hard on the eyes to see. It's a pattern called Blood Moth. Very spooky, very Halloween. And there's your tea, and oh, I see a little coaster over here. Very nice. Thank you, Llama. And then oh, we have a share from Fairy Dust. We got some granny squares going on. We do love our granny square here in the channel. And that right there, that is a traditional granny square, and I love the use of colors. It's a good scrap buster project to use granny squares. Is this the blanket? Is this like I think you said you were doing a granny square commission piece, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not certain if this is that. I did want some of the grannies that are going for the for the commission. That's what I thought. I like it. I love those scrappy patchworky type colors. Just use up what you got, mix and match type of thing. Llama's the only real granny square. Yes, it is the granny stitch. So technically you're right. All right, let's see what we have. That's all we have right now. Lady Cricket Bug, when you get a chance, if and when you do post a picture, we can always come back to that. So, sucker for black and red together. So I'm happy to be sitting. Black and red always looks good together. Okay, and that's fine. That's fine, Lady Cricket Bug. We can always go back to that again. Just let me know when you have it updated and posted. That link didn't work. Anyway, Nightbot. Hey there, Clemiko. And actually, that's perfect timing, Clemiko. Nightbot just put up a link for a webpage that I found. And I only know about this is because I saw Clemiko today, and she told me that today, the 2nd October, the 2nd October, that's it. The 2nd Saturday in October is I Love Yarn Day. I didn't know this was a thing. I knew that September 12th, I didn't stream that night. That was the week I wasn't feeling well. But September 12th is National or International Crochet Day. So we missed it. We'll have to do it again next year. But today, the 2nd Saturday in October, is I Love Yarn Day. And that link is to a webpage called The Days of the Year. I guess there's a holiday for every day. Hey there, Sue. I'm just going to read the first little paragraph for this. I Love Yarn Day is a collaborative effort from the Craft Yarn Council, a nonprofit made up of the leading yarn companies, accessory manufacturers, publishers, and consultants in the yarn industry, including Annie's Publishing, Boy / Simplicity Creative Group. They make crochet hooks, and Simplicity makes patterns. Clover Needlecraft, Creative Partners, Creative Bug Interweave Press, Leisure Arts. They make a lot of patterns and kits. Lion Brand Yarn, Prime Publishing, Red Heart Yarn, Spinrite Yarns, TNNA, some yarn company. The group created the day to promote the holistic benefits of working with yarn, and it's been a favorite among enthusiasts ever since. I Love This Yarn Day got its start in 2011 after the Craft Yarn Council decided that it needed to launch an event to promote the benefits of the industry's products. So, happy I Love Yarn Day. And hey there, Crafting Sam, how are you? Out all day since 3 p.m. It's now midnight. Oh, you've been busy, Sue. You have been busy. Clover's awesome. My Clover hooks are the best investment. Clover's really good. They make all different things. They make crochet hooks. They make knitting needles. They make stitch markers. They make sewing notions. They make tatting shuttles. They make all different types of things. But yeah, that's kind of cool that they all got together and decided that, hey, we need a day to celebrate yarn. And again, I didn't know that until Clay Miko told me this afternoon. Had a lot of fun. Oh, kids and other stuff. Kids, yeah, kids will keep you busy. Kids will definitely keep you busy. Had a lot of fun, but happy I'm home and you can crochet. Yay! You start on the ghost oil. You're on round 6. Wait a minute. Wait up. Hold up. Miko, I was with you a few hours ago when you got the yarn for the ghost oily, and you're already on round 6. Yes, the first couple rounds go quick, but all right, you go, girl. You'll be done. Well, you're also using a thicker yarn and a bigger hook than I did, but still. Got excited, yeah, and well, Halloween is coming up. It is now the 14th, and Halloween's the 31st, so, and I know you're going to be out of town for part of it, so I kind of get that, but yeah. Zip, zip, zip with that hook. Alright, so Lady Cricket Bug has shared some stuff to the Discord. We're going to pop over and do the Discord real quick one more time. They are sewing on beads onto a mermaid tail ornament, and I am intrigued. So we're going to go and see what Lady Cricket Bug is doing. Ooh. Is that felt? That looks felt to me. Very, very cool. Okay, how do I do the thing? Oh, I can't do the thing. Here's a close-up of it. Okay, let's see what else we got. A couple other felt creations that are in progress. Oh, we have a stop sign. What is this going to be? What is the stop sign going to be? Oh, if I would read, it'll be a wall hanging patch for my slash patch for my niece who's a big fan of The Last of Us. Still needs more distressing and the firefly symbol added. Very, very cool. It's a patch wall. Yeah. Again, if I would read, here's some progress of the oh, pre-stitch plans. Okay, this will be a bag charm for my other niece who loves sharks. Okay, I'm not going to sing it. But yeah, if you all went in your head, want to sing Baby Shark, I don't have that as a redeem. I don't have that as a sound. Yeah, I don't have any of that. So, but yeah, if you all want to sing Baby Shark, and I don't, Clay Mako, I don't know why that didn't work. I've been having some issues with the chat thingy for the sound commands. I might have to go and redo everything. I'll have to do that. Oh, it worked? I didn't even hear it. Yeah, I didn't even hear it. Oh. I guess I'm just running my mouth and I'm hearing my voice, so so there's the shark. And you said that's going to be a bag charm? I've never made anything three-dimensional with felt before. I think the only thing I really made with felt was stuff when I was a kid. Like arts and craftsy, like cutting up little shapes. So thank you, Lady Cricket Bug. Needs mouth and eyes. Well, we will be excited to see more progress on it as it goes. Okay, I was trying to keep up with the chat. It's eventually going to be a go sign. Oh, shush, fairy dust. Alrighty. The other thing is, and I don't know if you've been seeing it as things have been popping up in chat, I have figured out how to not only do emotes, which I did emotes, figured out how to do emotes the other day. Now, anytime anybody posts an emote in the chat, it will float across the screen like a real streamer does. So I'm becoming a real streamer. You can make loads of 3D stuff. Oh yeah, you could definitely make loads of 3D stuffies with felt. I have the speed run, the sleeves, and details on the cardigan. 7 days. You better get the stitch in there. Lady Cricket Bug, you're very talented. I was just telling Crafty Cup how I don't understand how people can come up with these ideas. You're also talented, just over here like a crochet, and that's it. No, that's not true, Clay Miko. You are very talented. I don't want to hear that. And also, if you don't think you're talented, hang out with all of us in here. Then you can pick up these other crafts and skills and ideas, and then you could be more talented than you think you are. As it becomes more real, we can use our imaginations less. Yes, that is correct. Wait, did the yarn balls go across the screen, Clay Miko? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm looking at chat, not at me. Thank you, Clay Miko. Loads of patterns out there to start with, and give it a go. Alrighty. So, oh, hey there, Tatter. Welcome in. How are you tonight? I figured out how to do the emotes across the screen type thing. I figured that one out. I'm pretty good. Was just sharing some things we did that people have posted on my Discord, and I made the announcement that today, and Clay Miko told me, today is I Love Yarn Day. And I guess that would also translate into tatting thread. So today is the day to celebrate yarn and thread. Looks great, thank you. Clay Miko, you're talented. If you say otherwise, I will coax Cub into singing to you. Okay, well, the only way that you can do that is if you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. I love yarn and thread. Damn it, Llama. All right. Llama redeemed it. And I think I have it set up. Now, everybody, correct me if I'm wrong. I have it set up where nobody else can redeem it during stream. I think I did it right. So this is the one and only time tonight that you're going to hear it. If not, then I'll have to figure out how to pause it. Because I don't want to be singing it all damn night long. Alrighty. Am I going to get anything done? I'm already half hour in. But I guess that's what Twitch streamers do. We don't get anything done. Alrighty. I have to turn the Halloween music off. No, not Baby Shark. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. No. I don't like that song. The donkey song. Since Llama redeemed it, here we go. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Ee-aw, 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 ee-aw. Thank you, Llama. All right, now let me see this one thing real quick. Okay, let's manage requests. Is that what I need to do? Wait, that's not it. Wait. Okay, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to pause it now. Just to be on the safe side that you can't redeem it. And thank you, everybody, for the emotes and for the, whose idea was this, Grammy? Llama's the one who redeemed it. So, I'm just saying. And I'd heard that before. It was an experience. Oh, you must not have been here the other week when I sang it. I was in Tatterstream, and that Spy Guy was in Tatterstream, and they were talking about the Worm song, and I only knew the one verse of the Worm song. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of verses to it. I only knew the chorus, where it goes, the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. That's all I knew. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of verses. Well, I had mentioned the donkey song, and nobody else had heard of the donkey song. And I said that next time you're on my stream, I'll sing the donkey song. And now it's become a channel point redeem. So, there we go. Totally my favorite emote, by the way. Okay, what is that? Oh, I don't even know what that is. Best 1,000 bits I've ever spent, along with this one. Miss Hillman is probably turning over in her grave. Yes, Miss Hillman was my middle school chorus teacher that taught us the donkey song as a warm-up. And also the hand and the ear movement. Yeah, she taught us that. That's what public education in the United States will get you. So, alrighty, now that we've wasted some time, wasting in a good way, it's all good. I'm going to try to get some work done on this blanket here, but she'll get bed sores if she doesn't turn over right now with that. Oh, God. What's the donkey song? Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. I had just sang the donkey song. Wait a minute. How did Tatter redeem first? Okay, I think I'm new to channel points because earlier Sophie was in here and redeemed first. So that one doesn't have a limit. Okay, at some point I'll have to go in and fix it. Again, I'm brand new to channel points. Thank you for saying your name right. You're welcome. It shows you can do it again. Okay, you know what? Let's see here. Thanks for the follow. Alrighty, I think. Thank you for the follow, Scorpio. I appreciate it. We're all first. We're all the best. We're all first tonight. Yes. Okay. I think I paused that. Again, I'll have to go back in and put a time limit on it. Again, I'm pretty new to it. Thank you for the hydrate. Thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Macerer? Macerer? Yeah, not first. Okay, let's put the Halloween music back on. Even though we're not doing a Halloween pattern tonight, it is that time of year. Let me see if I'm doing this right. What I'm working on is a blanket for let me check something. There you go. Yeah, this is turning into chaos, which that is a lot of Twitch streams. I am working on a blanket that is going to be donated to Project Linus, and it says Project Linus there. And I'm wearing my Project Linus t-shirt. Project Linus is a nonprofit in the US and Canada that accepts handmade new blankets, either crocheted, knitted, quilted, a bunch of other different types of blankets that they will accept. And they donate them to children 0 to 18 that are in need, either homeless, seriously ill, traumatized, etc. So it's a good cause. Tatter, I noticed I noticed you saw my spicy art at Bell's. Chaos is organized mayhem. I'm just trying to keep up with chat as I go. And the link, Nightbot is my BFF right now for the past couple of weeks. That link that Nightbot just put up is the link for this pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is only written. There is no chart. So, those of you who are new to my channel, normally I will teach a stitch or a motif, but on the weekends we work on blankets. Saturdays is Project Linus blankets. Sundays we work on our temperature blanket, which is going to be a personal project for myself. In the month of October, Mondays and Tuesdays are Halloween themed, and Thursdays, most Thursdays, the past 2 Thursdays have been exceptions. There have been some issues, but Thursdays we do Throwback Thursdays, and we have our special guest host, Granny Karen Cakes Marino. She's an elderly woman that is feisty, and she teaches us some vintage patterns. Beautiful blanket. Yeah, this is a pattern by the designer is Cathy Henry, and it says cotton. I'm not doing cotton. I'm doing a very thin, like a sport weight baby yarn. And again, I had this yarn. I will never use it for anything for myself. Problem is, I only work on this maybe 1 or 2 days a week. I need to work more on it throughout the week so I can get it done. And I've got a bunch of other blankets that are kind of not started yet, but kind of been planning them out in my mind. And I need to get started on those. Beautiful blanket. Just went upstairs to the office thinking, oh, the lights are on and my boyfriend must be awake. Turns out they went to the living room without turning the lights off and passed out while watching YouTube. Wow. Oops. And I hope I'm doing this stitch correctly. But also with my channel, at any time, even like tonight, I'm working on this. If anybody has a question about crochet and they're stuck on something and they can't figure something out, or if they want to learn a specific stitch or a specific technique, feel free to ask, and I can stop what I'm doing, pick up a ball of yarn, pick up a hook, because there's plenty in the room, and I can demonstrate and possibly help you solve the question that you might have. It's all about education here on the channel. So it's just not, oh, let's just watch somebody be a hooker. It's more about encouraging you to be a hooker. We can never have enough yarn. I agree. And it is I Love Yarn Day. So this is one of the days that we should embrace our love of yarn and actually use the yarn. Got 2 totes and a 4-drawer plastic dresser filled with yarn and 2 or 3 bags of it as well. Yep. I've got a whole big stash. Okay, 2 other streamers are braided out. I can focus here for a little bit before we play some games. Oh, okay, that's cool. And again, thank you for lurking when you were. Oh, and that's another thing. Thank you, Tatter, for helping me. I have figured out well, partially figured out. When we go raid out, how to do raid calls. And if anybody's going to join me when we do that, I will instruct what needs to be done. It's really easy, just a copying type thing. So, again, I'm becoming a real streamer. Yeah. Again, thank you, Tatter, for helping me with that. My raid call for my subs, for some reason, they're not showing up the right way. I mean, it'll show the text, but it won't show the actual emotes. But I can still copy and paste it. But that's only for subs. The follower one works fine. Nightbot needs a sub for doing it, yeah. And I'm not gifting Nightbot. I'm not sending Nightbot money. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah. Well, I can I've got the raid call written down on the computer, and all I can do is just copy it and then paste it into here, and then everyone else just has to copy it if they're a sub. So there is that, but there's no actual command. The command doesn't work. Yeah, and global emotes. There's lots of those. Grammy says, proud of myself. When I went at Yarn Chicken, I refused to purchase an 8-ounce skein just to finish one row of double crochet. If Hersher's got a business, I guess it's your fault. Yes, Grammy told me that she wanted Yarn Chicken. So I'm a little slow in this. So for Grammy winning at Yarn Chicken, I know you were hearing that with the Halloween music. I know there was probably too much to take in. Your pinky nail broke. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Tatter, I love that emote. I'm not subbed to 9, but I love that emote. It was so cute. With the chicken all wrapped up in yarn. Yes, it's super adorable. She has some awesome ones. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in her stream. For context, I have 1 centimeter of pure white part nail, so really long natural nails, and that's the 3rd nail that broke this month. Ooh. Alrighty, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Those are cute emotes. Again, I'm very new to emotes. I'm even new to using them, much less having my own. Okay. Repeat all, join. Okay, join with a slip stitch. And then chain 2. Chain 2 more. Okay. Alrighty. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. The stitch that I'm doing here at the moment is the herringbone half double. And it's a little... It's not tricky, it's just a little different movement than the regular half double. But I like the stitch. It makes a nice texture to it. So that was round number. Okay, I'm on round 3. I gotta do another round. Herringbone half double. No, not herringbone. Wow. So what is everybody working on? I know Grammy wanted yarn chicken. And I know Llama is doing some cross stitch. And Fairy Dust is doing the granny squares. And Lady Cricket Bug was doing the mermaid ornament. Pulling it through the first yarn over is the tricky. Yes, it's that first, going through that first thing. Making a storage bag with this magic circle. Yeah, a lot of people have difficulty, not issues, but difficulty doing the magic circle, and it takes some practice. It's got colors from the Rugrats. Oh, bright colors, I guess. Yellow, blue, and purple. Nice. Cutting up teeny tiny pieces of fabric, then sewing them back together. AKA quilting. Or piecing a quilt. She's just not doing it because she's insane. Well, she is insane, but she's just not cutting up fabric and sewing them back together because, for shits and giggles. Got the yarn from Temu, but even though it was cheaper on Temu, it's still smaller. Oh, okay. Is it a smaller weight or smaller quantity, like a smaller skein? I have issues with the magic circle. Mine turn out as fail circles. If you ever need help with a magic circle, I can try to help. Oh, they're smaller skeins. Yeah. When you get older, beware of the giggles than shit. Oh, yeah. You don't want to giggle than shit. I'm a witch. I'm good with magic circles, but sometimes a witch has a bad day. Oh, of course. Gave up magic circles that don't work with chenille. Thank you. You might take, yeah. At any time. I mean, if you wanted me to do that tonight, that's fine. If not, that's cool too. That's all right, Sophie. Welcome back. How is your husband? Is he doing okay? Some of us can try to help. I learned a magic circle from Bella Coco on YouTube. Yes. It just takes some practice and patience. There was a stitch. It was back in the spring. I think somebody suggested it, and I don't remember who suggested it or what the stitch was. And I guess since I crochet very tight, I couldn't even do it. I had to give up on it. And that's not normal. I mean, I at least try and like persevere through a stitch, and this one I couldn't do. I love this yarn. Crafty Cub. I love this yarn that I got for the Ghost Doily. Nice. Yeah, Clean is making the Ghost Doily, and you said you wanted to do it in a size 2 or sport weight yarn, and the yarn that you got, it didn't really have like a proper size on it. Like it didn't have the the symbol, and I don't have anything close at hand, do I? Of course not. Let me see if this has it. Oh yeah, this has it. You see how it's got that symbol there with the number in it? I know you can't really see it. Well, this didn't have it. So we are thinking it might be a 2. It's definitely not crochet thread. It says number 3 cotton thread, but it's much bigger. I mean, it's the number 8 crochet thread, and it's much, much bigger than crochet cotton or tatting cotton. So, when I giggle, I don't shit, but I've experienced the feeling of being close to passing out, especially when we do the game. Yeah. Oh, I know that feeling of almost passing out. Isn't that the worst level? No, this one here, a 4, and again, it's blurry, but the 4, that's a worsted weight. But this is a number 8 cotton, crochet cotton, I think, Claymiko, because I was with her when she got it. And it's similar to a 2, but I'm not certain. But apparently, it's working for her. The good giggles have you when you're out of breath and hurting fades. Yeah. I never get to breathe when having a good giggle. You and being fucking limited edition, that was a good laugh. Okay. It's soft and flexible. Well, as long as it's working out. Oh, that's another thing I was going to ask you. Is it too lacy and delicate with that size hook? I'm going to turn my volume down. Do I need to tell the limited edition Sue story? Is it anything like what you call, it's what you all call this part of a yarn cake? Basically said, I have short arms and legs, so you're limited. Oh, wow. Wow. That's mean. Oh, you said it yourself. Okay. Lost it for 5 minutes straight. Yeah, I've had some laughs that have gone on for a while that have been hilarious. Isn't that right, Claymiko? In the same moment, I die of a fucking baby piglet zombie in Minecraft. For the second or third time in a row. Oh no, don't do that. So we're farming zombie pigmen in Minecraft. I couldn't reach some of the loot, so our friend Zam said I have short hands, and Sue slaps with that short hands and legs. She's limited edition. That is funny. And Sue dies to the baby piglets, continue to die of laughter. Well, at least y'all were having a good time. Wait, am I doing this stitch correctly? Yeah, I'm doing the stitch correctly. Okay. Oh, 3 a.m. Oh, yeah, I've had lots of hilarious moments early in the morning. Sleep deprived. Yep. You should set up a bed in the nether and sleep there for the Okay, okay. Those of you who play Minecraft know what he's saying, and those of you who don't, If you try to sleep in the nether, you explode and you die. Yeah, same thing with the end. Hopefully, I can get some progress on this blanket done tonight. More than just one round. Basically, the most easiest to kill and die, and the most hilarious to the most hilarious shit and reason in the game. I'm not much of a video game player, and if I do, it's usually like a puzzle or a building type game. This yarn is not pulling out of the center of this cake as easily as it needs to. So I gotta pull a whole bunch of. Crafty is more of a board game. Yes, I am a board game kind of guy. We've entered Discord card with Sue. You're dying again? Oh no. Dying of laughing? Laughter? But you're right, Grammy. I am more of a board game type guy. Like tabletop, like real game, like not even not board games online, but like in real life, in person. Our favorites are any version, well, not any, different versions of Trivial Pursuit. And then our other favorite is, it's not even a board game, but Cards Against Humanity. We are, I'm fast. Yeah, I'm still on this. When I started, I finished the one round. I'm on the second round now, and I am on side number. I'm only on the second side of this next round. But this stitch, I kind of have to go a little bit slower because there's an extra step involved for this stitch. But yeah, we are. My family and friends are big Cards Against Humanity fans. It almost looks like fast forward, but you're just moving that fast. Oh yeah, I can go much faster with a little more simpler stitches or less stitches that have less things involved. So yes, I am, not only am I a dirty hooker, not only am I a tight hooker, but I'm also a fast hooker. The very best time was when Crafty got up the courage to introduce Cards Against Humanity to the older members of the house. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was something. That was something, all right. Just don't have enough friends to play it. Well, Llama, there is a online version. Actually, it has nothing to do with crochet or crafting or anything. Would anybody be interested in one night, or we'll have to figure out the time, day, night, whatever? You've been in the physical game for several years. I've played it once. Okay. Would anybody be interested in, since Llama has played it, and I know Clay Miko has played it, and I don't know if Clay Miko is currently here at the moment, but if not, that's fine. Would anybody be interested sometime on Discord playing the online version of Cards Against Humanity? We can do that through Discord. Yes, okay. I probably have to set up a so we have 2 yeses. Okay. So I'll probably have to set up a channel over there, and we can discuss what the best times for everybody is, because I know everybody's different time zones and everything. So that's something to think about. I'm more than willing to do it. And in about a minute or so, we're going to have a ad break, and the ad break's only going to last for a minute. My humor is absolutely disgusting, and playing Cards Against Humanity will give you a proper first impression. Mine is like that too. Oh, yes. Jackbox, yes. I've heard of Jack's Box games, but I've never played any of them before. So maybe that's what we could do. Maybe like one night a week, or one night every 2 weeks or so. We'll figure it out. Because I would like to do more community things off of Twitch, because then the Discord's a perfect place for it. All right, we're going to have a ad break. I will be right back. It's a good time to do a stretch, get something to drink, go to the bathroom. So don't go too far. I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Told you the ad break was going to be real quick. And have fun playing Pokemon. Thank you for the lark. I appreciate it. Sam dare me to a shiny race, so I guess I have to. Okay, I don't know what that means, but if you've been dared, okay, I guess you have to. Thank you for the gift sub there, Sue. That is so nice of you to gift that. We appreciate that. Oh, you're continuing the gift sub. Okay. Would help if I would read. Gotcha. Again, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn this Twitch stuff one day. I'm gonna be a real streamer at some point. Check this real quick over here. Oh, and that's something that just reminded me, Nightbot. Now, if anybody wants the command for all of the sound, all the interactive sound commands that you all can do, it's to bring up the list, even though it just popped up now. To bring up a list, it's now exclamation point sounds. I had to change the name. Well, I didn't, but thank you, Tatter. It was when we were trying to get the a command for a raid call to work. Tatter had suggested that I change the name of that command, but it still didn't work. It's because Nightbot needs to be subbed, and I'm not subbing him. Even though he reads my mind, no. And I need to update some of those sound commands. I need to get rid of some of them, maybe add some other ones. What side am I on? Oh, I'm on the third side. Okay. Scorpio's right. I am a fast crocheter. I forgot what side of the piece I was on. That's a drawback about using this thinner weight yarn. It takes a little while to get further along in your project. And then when you mess up a few stitches, that also does that. So when Claymika comes back, I'll have to ask her if her stitches are too lacy for the ghost oily that she's doing. She's doing the ghost oily that I did a few days ago here on stream. And show what she's doing. I did this on stream the other night. Well, for 3 nights, we ended up doing this. She's doing it in a thicker yarn and a bigger hook. She's actually using this same size, like a 4mm hook. And I think it's yarn that's closer in thickness to this blanket I'm working on. So, yep, this is a free pattern on Ravelry. If you want that pattern, it would help if I click into the chat. That is the pattern, the link for this free pattern. It's a free pattern. It's been around for a while now. I know a bunch of us were doing it. I've had one of my followers, he came in and he had done it a few years ago. It was one of the first things he did from Ravelry. So it's really, really cute. She's doing it in a bigger, thicker yarn, a little bit thicker yarn. She's pretty much the same as this, like a weight of 2 and a larger hook. So hers is going to be more of a tablecloth than a doily. So pretty fun, pretty cute. Yes, I love Ravelry. So I have to ask her. Good to know. I've been wanting to find spooky doilies. Yes. Yes. Check out Ravelry. You might find some other spooky shawl patterns that are just actual shawls. I'm not certain if the Lost Souls shawl pattern is there. That's the one with the skulls. And there was somebody else. Somebody else was in my stream the other day. And they were doing, it was a spider web. It was a spider web shawl. I think that's what it was. So check them out. If I have a specific project in mind, like a blanket, like this one here. This one was on Ravelry, or a shawl, or a specific doily that's more modern. That's where I would go. If I want any vintage doilies, there is a website called freevintagecrochet.com. I use that, and I use, what was the name of it? Oh, it's not on Ravelry anymore. It's on Etsy. Oh, the YouTube video on how to make it. It was made with permission from the creator. Okay, gotcha. That doily is a bit something I did because my generation don't use doilies that often, so I sewed them into shawls. That is actually a cool idea. I've heard of people taking old vintage doilies and sewing them together and doing like a curtain, like a window treatment, or like a drape or whatever. Oh, what was the name of it? A valance, yeah. It makes a pop. It makes a pop on the shawl. My aunt made her wedding dress out of doilies. Oh, wow. Okay. I know I have it linked here. Another place. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And Tatter knows about this one. This, I'll post this into, I'll just post the link into it. It's probably going to be no, it's not that big of a link. That right there is an antique pattern library. It's just not crochet. There's tatting patterns. There's knitted. There's sewing. Let me look at their homepage real quick. All different types of lace, beading, bookbinding, calligraphy, drawing, dressmaking. I'm just looking through real quick. Macrame, quilting, all different types of patterns that are vintage ones. So that is where I got. Actually, no, that's not where I got that. I was going to say I got something from there, but I don't think I have yet. I've looked at it, but that's not what I'm supposed to do. Why am I chaining? So definitely look at the Antique Pattern Library. They've got some cool things, and you can bring things back from the past and adapt them to modern materials. But yeah, a wedding dress made out of doilies. Oh, I can only imagine. I know on freevintagecrochet.com there is some doily patterns for, I think there's a Halloween, like a pumpkin doily. I think it's from like the 40s or 50s. And I think there might be some Christmas ones over there. But there's so many resources for patterns. You can even check the yarn companies like Yarn Inspirations or Lion Brand, and they will have some free patterns and purchase patterns too. And like Tatter said, also check Etsy, because apparently that's where the Lost Souls pattern is. Words. Words are difficult. The Yarn Inspirations, and I actually got it from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd on YouTube. He is affiliated with Yarn Inspirations. They're the ones who make Bernat and Pattons and Red Heart and Karen yarns. They have a pattern called the Fluffy Meringue Shawl. And I did 5 shawls with that pattern. It looks similar to the virus shawl pattern, but a little different. But that one was it was a fun one to do. Okay, I'm really loving this Halloween organ music. It's definitely giving me those gothic feels. But like I said, this is called the Summer Lace. Technically, it's called the Summer Lace Cotton Blanket. I'm not doing it in cotton. It is a center out, working rounds, and you can make it as big as you want. The only thing I'm doing differently is these rows here. There's 4 rows for this section of herringbone half doubles. They want you to turn at the end of each round. I'm not turning. I'm not flipping it over and I'm on round 3 of 4 of these, and then I'm going to go back and do this open mesh chain work. That goes quick. So maybe tonight I will get most of that next section of the open mesh done. And I will have to measure this at some point. My chapter of Project Linus only accept the minimum size is 30 by 30 inches. And the last time I checked this was like a 28. So it's definitely got to go a little bit bigger. If anybody was interested in, I don't know if that, wait, did I have that set up? Oh no, it hasn't been going the whole time. Dang it. If anybody's interested in Project Linus, that is the link to their main website. There are chapters all over the US and Canada. So if that's something you're interested in, there might be a chapter near you. And if there isn't and you wanted to start one, you contact them and figure out what needs to be done to start your own chapter. I didn't even have that command set to be active. Let me check whatever ones. Okay. Yarn Day, Summer Lace, Sounds, March. Okay. Make certain that what needs to be enabled is enabled. Again, I'll learn to be a streamer at some point. I don't know about right now, but that's my plan for the future. I'm back to where the beginning of my round, where my stitch marker is. One more round of this same stitch. Move the stitch marker. Yeah, I want to at least get this done, not necessarily tonight on stream, but soon, because I've got another blanket in mind that uses a thicker, fluffier, insulating type yarn, and I want to get that done before it gets too cold. So then that can be donated. That one's going to be easy, though. That one's, I think, is just going to be corner to corner. The corner to corner stitch, the basic corner to corner. And that will go relatively fast. Come on. Sometimes the hook and my fingers and everything don't want to work together. So does anybody have anything planned for this weekend, even though the weekend is half over? Or planned for this week or this upcoming weeks? Halloween's coming up. Anybody doing any fun seasonal activities? Like pumpkin patches or apple picking or apple cider? I didn't go apple picking this year, but that is fun. Christmas present crafting, working on a local mural with some other artists. That's about it for the moment. Oh, nice. What is the mural? What is the subject matter, if you don't mind me asking? And this is kind of the time of the year to work on Christmas craft projects. Get them done before it gets too late. It'll be here before you know it, unfortunately. Me and Clay Miko were in the craft store earlier today, and they already had a bunch of their Christmas stuff out. I know, besides streaming, I'm going to be working on my sample for one of my samples for next week. I have my one sample done. It's the second one that I still have to do for our Halloween. For our local family that does a lot for the community and run the local chapter of the Wildlife Defenders. So it's all nature and local wildlife and plant life. Ooh, I bet that's going to be pretty. And share some progress pics. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want to pop them in the Discord, or if you want to, you have a link, you want to pop it here. We always like seeing progress pics of whatever anybody's working on. And again, it doesn't have to be just crochet or yarn art or fiber art. Several local artists working together. I like a collaborative effort. You'll add it to Discord? Okay. Just let me know when you put it in there. Again, it's the Discord, and this channel is not just for fiber art. It's whatever your craft, your hobby, your interests are. Why I'm the crafty cub, not the crochet cub. I'm getting really tired of doing this stitch. And I'm only on the one side of this round. It gets monotonous. But it does make a nice texture. I need to stretch my fingers and take a drink. I think the yarn is coming out of the center of this cake a lot easier than it was before. I don't think it's pulling as much. Snagging. Excuse me. That was kind of rude of me to belch. All I know is this yarn, this blanket I'm making, it is kind of cuddly and soft. So I'm sure that some child is gonna definitely appreciate it. If I can do the stitch. The yarn will split every now and then. It's just a thing I kind of have to deal with. You've added it? Okay, give me 1 second. Alrighty. See here. Oh, wait, why is that in... Oh, wow. That is pretty. I like the sunflower. Let's see. Day 1 of the painting. Here's day 2. Adding some it's like a stream and a pond. Wow. Here we got today's work. Oh, a lot of progress. You're adding some more detail to it. And sneak peek at some of the individual elements going into it. It will have some 3D elements. Oh, wow. Ooh, I really like that. We've only painted for a few hours on 3 days. Okay, gotcha. I like it. That's made out of broken pieces of ceramic of China, and that is pretty neat. Oh, a ladybug. A cute little ladybug. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, I love that. I love using recognizable like hardware and things like that to make things that look like um nature and stuff. There's a museum not too far from me called the American Visionary Arts Museum, and they do some things like this. They make art out of found material and like reimagine it. The mouth opens. Oh wow, that's so cool. That is so cool. Plans for another sculpture made from spoons. There'll be a lot more added as we go. Oh wow, I can see it. Yeah, I can. I mean, obviously from the drawings, but yeah, just visualizing. Yeah, just using the spoons to create the body parts of the rabbits. I like. I like it a lot. I gotta that around. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, like I said, there's a museum not far from me. It's all the art there is self-taught artists. There's no classically trained artists any of the artwork. And they have some permanent exhibits, and then they have some traveling exhibits. I've been a couple times, and it's just so fun and fascinating to see what people have made. I have to share some of our other collab murals for some. Yeah, definitely. Love seeing all different types of art. For now, it's bedtime in the UK. Thank you so much for the stream. No, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your art. Really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again sometime. I stream usually at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not certain what that is in the UK. Some people have special gift for seeing things in the way that the rest of us don't. Yes. You'll be back later? Okay. Have a good evening. I will chat with you later. I will be on tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for my temperature blanket, which a lot that needs to be caught up on that. That's what I should have done when I was at the craft store today is get some orange yarn, and I completely forgot to do that. I'm not low on it, but I know I'm going to need at least another skein of it. Oh well, that's fine. Not a big deal. My yarn is splitting. I just want to get done this round, and then I can go to the round that's not as difficult and not as much of a pain in the ass. I was talking with Clay Miko today, and she said she saw some article about how people who crochet tend to have it helps calm and relax them, and it could help lower blood pressure. And not always true when you come across some stitches or some patterns or mistakes that you do. That stitch was not formed the right way, but I fixed it. The person who says it lowers the blood pressure has never frogged roving yarn. True. Or frogged any yarn that has a halo, like a mohair. Sometimes I think a vein will pop from being mad at my wool. Well, no, don't do that. Don't pop a vein. Don't pop a blood vessel. We don't want that. I mean, I can understand it does have could have a calming effect. It could have a focusing. You focus on something, but yeah, I don't think that's always the case. Okay, I'm about halfway done this round, and then we can go to the fun round. Or I wouldn't say fun, I would say easier to do round. The kid, I would do endless noodles of change just until I ran out of yarn. That was early sight of hyperfixation. Yep. But that is good practice to getting your tension and your stitches the same size. This is very soft. I might have to like curl up and take a nap with this. It's not the softest yarn I've ever felt, but it's pretty soft. I need to get out bunch of the yarn I got from Project Linus and come up with a blanket work to make to give back to them. Got a lot of red and white yarn from them, so I'll have to think of a design for it. Oh, another thing, besides the Discord, I do have the YouTube channel. I don't know if I mentioned that. Um, all of my streams are uploaded on there when I'm done streaming. The link for it is if you type !YouTube, you can watch previous streams. I don't edit them, so it's however they are here on stream. That's how you're going to see it. Got about 140 some videos over there. I also have a merch store, so if you were interested in supporting the channel that way, !merch. I've got some t-shirts, some water bottles, and some accessory pouches with a couple different designs over there on my Teespring merch store. If you want to show off to the world, show off your pride that you're a proud dirty hooker, that is a way of doing it. There is also another design. If you are a crochet yarny, then there is a design that has a bunch of crochet terms. Check those out. There might be something that might interest you. They have all different sizes of t-shirts from small to 5X. The accessory pouches would be good for your hooks, small needles, like small knitting needles. I don't think anything large will fit into it. It's like 8.5 by 6, I think. Your notions, like your stitch markers, your scissors, your tape measure, any of that. So take a look at that over there. Almost. Oh no, I just ripped out a stitch. Hate that. I hate that. Almost to this corner. When I get to the corner, I'm going to take a little finger stretchy break. And we can tackle our last side for this round. And then on to the mesh netting rows. All right, finger stretches. My fingers are starting to go numb there a little bit. Take a looky over here. Alrighty, one more side for this round. Let me take a look at my pattern real quick. Actually, still that one side to do. I'm going to measure this right now to see where we're at. I'm probably going to go much bigger than this. This might need to be blocked. Yeah, I might have to block this too at some point. Let me get my tape measure and see where we are at. We're at 29 inches. Yeah, it's going to have to go a little bit bigger than this. Oh, I know what I wanted to measure. I want to measure how much how wide this repeat is. It's 2 inches there, and it's on 2 inches, so that'll be 4 inches. Okay, I'll have to do this pattern repeat one more time, at least. Heck, I might just go until the cake is used up. But there is a border. I'll have to look and see what the border stitch is. Welcome back, Clean Miko. Little one, all tucked into bed. She is a little overtired tonight. Oh, the question I was going to ask you, Clemiko, when I saw you earlier today and we were talking about the hook size and the yarn there, is your stitches too open and lacy? Or are they just about right with that hook? Because I'm thinking about it. The hook I'm using right now is a 4mm hook, and the yarn I'm using is close to the size that you're using. I think would probably be a sport weight. Not at all. They're good. Okay, yeah. Either send me a pic here or post it in the Discord, or not here. You can send me. Well, yeah, if you want, you can send a link here, or you can post it to me directly on other means, like you usually do. Whatever works. I'm on this last round of this part of the repeat, and then I got to do the repeat all over again. Alrighty, yeah, you sent me something over here. Let me check this. Oh, that looks good. That looks perfect. Do you mind if I share this on screen? Alrighty. So this is Clemiko's start of the Ghost Oily. And yeah, I can just tell looking at that yarn that the stitch definition is really nice with that yarn. I mean, it's cotton. Cotton usually does show stitch definition pretty good. So yeah, that's a good choice with that hook size. You said you're using a 4mm, I think. Very, very cool. You'll have it done in no time. Well, you're like me. You like cotton yarn. Hey there, Krusty Customs. How are you? Welcome to my stream. I've seen you in other people's streams. I've seen you in Pix's stream because there's one of Pix's emotes. I'm very familiar with that emote. How are you? We were just talking about Clemiko. Give me a second. It's everyone's favorite. We were just talking about how she is working on. I'm pretty good. She's working on this pattern that I did on stream earlier this week. It's called Boo. It's a Ghost Oily pattern by the designer Marcia Glassner. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's been around for years. It's very popular. But she's doing it in a. Thank you for the follow, Krusty. I appreciate the follow. She's doing it in a thicker cotton yarn and a larger hook than I did. So hers is going to be a little bit bigger than mine. Let me double check something. This is just for Clemiko. So you said you got about 6 rounds. I'm going to measure 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah. So the diameter of 6 rounds. 3, 4, 5, 6. So Clemiko, my diameter at 6 rounds is about 4 1/4. So if that gives you an idea of how much longer, or what your size relation would be. So, alrighty, we're gonna have an ad here in about 30 seconds or so. It's only gonna be a minute long. When we get back from the ad, we're gonna work more on this blanket for Project Linus, This is a good time for everybody to get something to drink, stretch their fingers if you're crafting along, stretch your arms, your whole body, use the restroom, get something to snack on, whatever you need, get up, stand up, move around. I will be back in a minute or so. Hit the wrong button. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that ad break. It greatly helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Finger stretches are very important. Yes, they are, especially if you're crocheting, or shouldn't say crocheting, crafting along with me, because not everybody crochets. Christy Customs, do you make anything? Are you an artist? Are you a crafter? Are you a artistic, creative type person? And Claynico says, I'm assuming this is, you meant 6 rounds. It's 4 3/4, not much, that much bigger. Okay. Yeah, that would kind of make sense, because it's not that, I mean, it is thicker than the thread I used, but it's not super thick. Also, Claymica, when you get to round 24, I had an idea. If you wanted it to be a little bit bigger, you can always do another round of round 24. Another round of that, let me show it real quick. This round here, not the very edge, but the round that those little decorative things are on, you can always do another round of that to make it just a little bit bigger if you needed to, and then do this, this, was this one that needs to be blocked? No, this one was blocked. I need to reblock this, because this isn't the best. So you can always extend it one round bigger to make it a little bit wider if you needed to. I'm at the corner, or almost the corner, and then we can do the other Stitch. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Pix. I didn't even know if Pix was here. Um, 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 hold on a second. This is what I have to say to that. Thank you for all those gift subs, Pix. I appreciate it. And this is what I have to say to that. Holy moly. How are you, Pix? I'm pretty good myself. I'm good. I'm working on this blanket for Project Linus. For those of you who don't know, Project Linus is a um, nonprofit here in the US and Canada. They accept brand new handmade blankets, either crocheted, quilted, knitted. There's a bunch of other types of blankets that they will accept. And they donate them to children that are in need, ages 0 to 18. So it's just not the little kids. And children that are traumatized, severely ill, homeless, any child that's in need. So it is a good cause. And there are local chapters all over both countries. And I'm not paid by them, and obviously not, it's a nonprofit. Uh if you are in an area that doesn't have a chapter, this is what you can do. You click on that link. That is the link for the main organization, and you can check to see if there is a chapter in your area. If not, you can contact them and maybe start um, your own chapter. For those of you who don't know, and I know you didn't come in a raid, but you gave out some gift subs, which I totally appreciate, and I thank you. Those who don't know who Pick Stitch is a multi-crafter here on, and let me do the thing, and the thing. I'm going to shout you out. They are a multi-crafter here on Twitch. They crochet. They do a lot of amigurumis. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, you at least attempt amigurumis. You cross stitch. You Lego build. You play games. What else do you do? Those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. And he is one that has kind of inspired me to get into amigurumi. Hey there, Knitter Girl. How are you? I've never been an amigurumi type guy. And Pixis is another male crocheter. So I made a little acorn amigurumi, and I don't have my other amigurumis here. I made some pumpkin ones. And the end of this month, I think around the 30th, sometime around the 30th, we're going to do an amigurumi candy corn. Yes. I haven't made it yet, but an amigurumi candy corn. And I know candy corn is one of those Halloween candies that is very divisive. Not divisive. Very, what's the word? Either you like it or you hate it. I happen to be a fan of candy corn. So, what is the word? Anyway, words speaking don't work when you start streaming. So again, definitely check out Pick Stitch. And he is also part of Team Moco Loco. So definitely check him out. And I got to remember what round I'm on. Let me turn the Halloween music back on. Well, I told Zam he's going to find 5 shinies before I even find one. He just found his 5th. Alrighty. Hey there, Artemis. How are you? Welcome in. Words are hard. The struggle is real. Yes. I have coined a term for us streamers, and I'm not the only one. You hit that start streaming button, and you forget how to speak. And I have coined the term Twitchitis. So, yeah. Things are difficult sometimes. Word speakies plus streamer brain. Yes, yes. Okay, I need a chain 1, single, chain 2, single into cord. So what I'm working on right now is a blanket pattern. Hey there, Wicked No No. How are you? I'm doing pretty good myself. So this, and I can't show it all because not enough room. This is a pattern called the Summer Lace Cotton Blanket. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. If you would like this pattern, wait, summer? No, it's not. That's not it. There it is. Um, that is the pattern for this. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. Yeah, I have TTS in my ear making streamer brain 10 times worse. Yeah. Hey, Pix. Great. Thank you for how are you? Well, it's tough because you're listening, but you're also talking, so your brain got to be in 2 spots. Yeah. I haven't done the, that TTS. Yeah. That would, I don't know if I can handle all of that. Can barely handle this. Let me zoom back in a little bit. So, those of you who are new, if you're just finding me, I am the Crafty Cobb, mostly crochet, but in the new year we will be doing other fiber arts. We're going to be doing cross stitch, we're going to do embroidery, we're going on and off stream, we're going to attempt to learn how to tat. The Traveling Tatter has inspired me to learn how to tat. I'm going to try to get better at knitting. I know how to knit and purl, and that's it. I'm very rusty at that. We're going to do some fiber prep, and we're going to do some spinning of yarn. I am not an expert at spinning yarn by any means, but that's some of the things we're going to venture out. We will still also go back to crochet. We're always going to do crochet. Embroidery, yes. Yes, there's all different types of embroidery. It is a wide range. Like, it's... So I'm going to stick with some basic stuff, some basic... I'm going to do... I don't have actually any specific... There's a type of embroidery called crewel. Crewel, and refers to a specific type of yarn. It is a 2-ply yarn that is specifically made and spun for that type of embroidery. I don't have any specifically for it. I'm going to find one. I think I have some that's kind of close. And yes, it's very textured. It's traditionally done with wool. With a wool yarn. I don't think I have any that are wool. I think I'm going to use some acrylic, but it looks a lot like it. I've got some colors that are gonna work, and I'm gonna do it on a black linen fabric so you can see it. And it's very textured. Traditional crewel has a lot of botanicals, like leaves and flowers in it. Grandma had a pillow done with floral crewel embroidery and it was gorgeous. Yes, it is very fun. So I'm gonna start with showing some stitches with different types of... Thank you for the lurk, Krusty Customs. I appreciate it. Your mom and aunt both do crewel embroidery. Yes, it is gorgeous. So I'm very new at it. I've done a few little stitches here and there in the past. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do basic embroidery stitches with it, and then at some point try to do a crewel embroidery piece, like an actual piece. So I'm going to chain 3, skip 1. Okay. Sorry, I had to figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, that is what I do. I've been streaming here on Twitch for almost a year. Come December, I think early December will be my stream anniversary. I don't know if I'm having anything planned specifically for my anniversary. And I just snagged my yarn. This is yarn I've had for a while, and it isn't spun really tight. It's nowhere near a roving style, but it will snag. So what is everybody working on? I know that Clay Miko's working on that ghost oily that I had done earlier in the week, and I think Fairy Dust was, I don't know if he is, but he was has a Granny Square project, and Grammy ETC was piecing quilts, pieces for quilts. Currently crocheting a cable hat and a head warmer and knitting a pair of socks. Wow. Well, I don't think you're doing that. Hopefully, you're not doing that both at the same time. I mean, if you are, you're a very talented person. If you can crochet a hat and a head warmer while you're knitting socks at the same time, I'm joking. But this is what we do here on You Have Feet, Why Not? Yeah, I can't crochet with my feet. Tatter, I want to see you try to tat with your feet. Done with quilting for today. Ate dinner. Now weaving in ends of the blanket. Is it the blanket that you won Yarn Chicken on? Yes, earlier today, Grammy told me she won at Yarn Chicken. That is always a good thing to have happen. And that's not a good thing to happen when you snag your yarn. But like I was saying, Saturdays we work on blankets for Project Linus. Sundays, it is a personal project. I am doing a year-long temperature blanket. I had to put it to the side for the summer because it got too warm to deal with all of that. And I've resumed it. So we have come back to that. So basically, I look at the high temperature of the day in my area, and I have a color range. Well, I have temperature range, and each section of temperatures corresponds to a specific color. And then that will determine what color I use for that row. So when I'm done at the end of the year, I will have a record of the temperatures in my area. So that is what we do on Sundays. We're going to have a little sneak peek real quick. Let me put that to the side. Mondays and Tuesdays in October, we do Halloween themed. Last week, we did the Ghost Oily here that Clay Miko is working on. I did another ghost piece, and I don't know where I have that piece at the moment. Is it right here in my bag? Where did I put the little ghost? I can't seem to find the ghost. I think the ghost wandered off. But this past week was ghosts. This Monday, we're doing a simple skeleton granny square. Well, it's an applique that goes onto a square. So we're going to do this little simple, and I mean simple. All this is a solid granny square or a solid square. So you make that first. Then you do a circle in your white, and then 2 small circles in the black. You stitch the eyes down to its face, and then with your yarn needle and some yarn, you do some embroidery stitches. So we've already done some embroidery on the stream. So do your little embroidery stitches, and once that is done, you stitch your circle onto your square, and you're done. So this works up relatively quick. So we're going to do that, and then on Tuesday, we're doing an eyeball square. I haven't made my sample yet, but it's kind of creepy looking, but it's fun. So that is what we do on Mondays and Tuesdays in October. And then on Thursdays we do Throwback Thursday, we do vintage patterns, either a mystery pattern where we spin a wheel and we pick a pattern out of a book from the 40s. These are all edgings for edgings on napkins, tablecloths, linens, pillowcases, that type of thing. And then sight unseen, we work up the pattern, or we do one that's already picked out. But I don't do that. I am not here on Thursdays. I have a guest host on Thursdays. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. Let me pull up a picture of the dear old lady. Let me find a picture of the woman. I've got a picture of her somewhere. Here we go. There is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. She's in her 90s. She's feisty as anything, but she is willing to teach us some vintage patterns and vintage things that she learned when she was a young girl. She hasn't been on in the past couple of weeks. There were some technical issues one week, and this past Thursday she wasn't feeling well. Hopefully she will be back on this coming Thursday, and all she told me was filet crochet. So if you want to learn filet crochet, and I have a sample of it, I haven't talked to her recently, so hopefully she's all right. So here's a sample of filet crochet that I did on stream back sometime in the summertime. Filet crochet is, you're making pictures. You can either do your picture here like the bottom heart, where the image is done in the stitches and the background is all open meshwork, or you do the opposite way, where the outline, the shape is done with the meshwork and everything else is your stitches. Pretty much filet crochet is double crochets, and it's US terms, double crochets and chain stitches. That is pretty much what filet crochet is. So Granny said that filet crochet is what she has in mind. I don't know exactly what specific design she has. Glad to hear it. Love it and doing good. Just weekend vibing and working on stuffs. So that is what we do here on the channel. The way that Granny Karen came about, back in the spring, I was doing a Granny Square week. And I think my second stream, I couldn't log into my Twitch account. And I found out that this old lady somehow had hacked into my account and was streaming for 2 days. Somehow, I don't remember how. I had to contact Twitch or what I had to do. I got my account back. Then I looked at the stream, the VODs of Granny Karen when she took over my stream, and I liked what she did. And I talked to her, and come to find out it was her grandson. She has a grandson. Okay, her name is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. And her grandson's name, her grandson's first name is Al, and his last name is Paca. And her grandson somehow hacked in and got her to stream. She didn't know she was doing anything wrong. So she had a talking to him. And I talked to her, and I forgave her. It wasn't her fault. And we talked, and I offered her a permanent spot on my stream. So she agreed, and now we have her to teach us some vintage patterns, and it gives me a day that I don't have to stream. But my channel still has a the stream up that day. She talks about her family all the time. So if you're interested, check her out. She has an extensive family. She mentions her dear departed husband, Hank Marino. She mentions him a lot. So, and for her being so nice and very cool and chill and be willing enough and is willing to, I'm trying to talk and crochet at the same time, to be part of my channel in November. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Hold on a second. Chain 3. Single into the chain space. Alrighty. I had to double check to make certain I'm doing this right. So in November, my mod Claymiko has got us tickets to see a drag show. It's a holiday drag show. So to show my appreciation to Granny Karen, I am giving Granny Karen my ticket. So she doesn't get out of the house that much, and she needs a night out on the town. So that is on a Thursday. There will be no stream on that Thursday. I think it's the 16th of November. And then the following Thursday is U.S. Thanksgiving, and there will be no stream that day. So when she resumes, hopefully she will let us know that she had a good time at the show. Hey there, Curious Asparagus. I like that name. Now I want asparagus. Actually, we had asparagus the other night. That's a lot of yarn you're making. How much can you make in one day? I'm not making the yarn. I am using the yarn and I'm crocheting. I don't make yarn. Well, I kind of do. I'm learning how to spin yarn. And no, I don't make yarn. I mean, I don't sell any yarn that I've made. And this, I'm actually crocheting. So I'm taking yarn. This is store-bought yarn. This is acrylic yarn. And I'm crocheting it into a blanket. And I have sold some pieces in the past, but I haven't sold anything lately. Your Thanksgiving's passed already? I'm assuming you're Canadian? Because wasn't it this past weekend? Was Canadian Thanksgiving? What's it called that I'm doing? This is called crochet. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Crochet is kind of like knitting. It's related, but I'm using a hook. I'm using a hook here. This is called a crochet hook. They come in different sizes. And I'm manipulating the yarn. I'm basically putting making loops, going through loops. And it makes a fabric. Time for dinner, Tatter? Okay. I'm glad you were here, Tatter. It's always great to have you around. Those of you who don't know, let me give you a shout out. Check out the Traveling Tatter. She shuttle tats. What she does is she takes a little device like this. This is a tatting shuttle. And she puts some thin thread like this. And she makes lace with it. And it's a series of knots. And there's different ways of doing it. I'm going to learn. This is what I'm going to learn in the new year. On and off stream, I'm going to learn how to tat. So, but with crochet, I'm taking this hook. There's a hook here. Nope, you're welcome, Tatter. Always a good time over in Tatter's stream. Lots of fun. We, when we're over there, we talk about tatting, tattoos, and taters. Amongst other things, food and movies, and so that's a stream I frequent often. But what was your using it? Curious asparagus. So basically, I'm just taking the yarn and I'm manipulating it with this hook, and it makes different stitches and patterns and designs. So all of this was done with this hook, and it's just with this yarn. I'm using some store-bought acrylic. There's all different types of yarn out there, different materials, different thicknesses, different size hooks. If you were ever interested in learning how to crochet, I am more than willing to teach somebody who's brand new to it, or if anybody who already crochets, if they have a question or are curious about a certain stitch or technique, feel free to ask. Hopefully I'll be able to answer it. I'm always willing to put down what I'm doing, pick up a ball of yarn, and pick up a hook. There's plenty here in this room, right here at this desk, and I will try to demonstrate and show you the technique. That is if I know it. And if not, I will try to find the answer. So it's all about education here. In fact, that's what we're doing on... that's what we're doing on Monday. Monday, I'm going to teach how to make this. How to make this cute little skeleton head square. It's giving me Jack Skellington vibes. I mean, pretty much looks like him. Everybody watch crocheting makes it look effortless. That is true. I mean, that's how it is with a lot of crafts or a lot of art forms. It takes practice with anything. Like I said, I'm going to try to get better at knitting. All I know how is to do the knit and purl stitch, and it takes me forever to do 10 stitches. I'm going to get better at it, and it just needs practice. It's the same thing with crochet. When you first learn a new anything, you're not really good at it until you have enough practice with it. Heck, the same thing. I've been crocheting for a couple decades now. I had to take some time to learn how to do an amigurumi. Dude, if I only teach you, like, scene out of Ghost, I would. Like the pottery wheel? Oh my, that's a little spicy. That's a little spicy. Actually, I was in my friend's stream the other day. They play video games. I think he was playing Starfield. And one character, I think his character's name was Sam, and Sam died. And I know nothing about that video game or most video games. And I was commenting in his stream. I always comment and pick on him. And I said, well, if you're worried that Sam died, Molly needs to find Oda May, and so Oda May can let Molly know that, girl, you're in danger. That's a reference to the movie Ghost. Those are the 2 stitches that you need to know. The knit and purl, yeah. I need to get better at knitting and purling, and I need to figure out the different ways of increasing and decreasing. I don't know how to do any of it. But that is something we'll be doing in the new year. You can watch me struggle. Next time you're in Cowtown, it's a day. Oh. Hey-oh. I legit miss Calgary at a blast, and it truly made me feel so proud to be Canadian when I was there. I've never been to Calgary. I've only ever been to Toronto once when I was like 2, and I don't remember any of it. That was many moons ago. You're from Alberta? I'm in East Coast of the US. You need to learn crocheting a circle, then I can make a beer cookies better. Wait, make your beer cookie? What? Oh, like, okay, koozie. Gotcha. Well, I can teach you how to crochet a circle. If you've got the materials, I'm more than willing to show. That takes some practice. Even if you've been crocheting a while, it took me a while to get a circle down. But when I started, I just did rows back and forth. I didn't start with anything in the round. But yeah, this blanket will be going to Project Linus, amongst others. I've got another one in the works. Plus, there's a bunch of other ones I'm going to end up doing. Yeah, I think, yeah, they meant beer cozy. But my knitted cozy is functional. Terrible, but functional. So do you knit? You just started? Very, very cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm a novice when it comes to knitting. But we're going to get better at it. And I want to get better at spinning my own yarn. I've got 2 electric spinning wheels, and I've messed around with it 2, 3 in the past, and I need more practice with those. So when I use the spinning wheels on stream, I am not going to be teaching anybody how to do it, how to spin, because I am not the person. There are plenty of other people here on Twitch that are better at spinning yarn than I am. Got an old pair of knitting needles when my grandma passed. Thought I'd try to learn. Well, that's a good. I like that idea that you're using the tools that she had, so they're not just sitting there, like actually putting them to use and getting some life out of it. Oh, I didn't even put my stitch marker. Okay, that's fine. I know 2 yarn spinners on Twitch. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I know Veggie Zombie spins. Who else spins? but all I've ever spun was acrylic fiber, mainly because it's affordable. I went to the craft store a couple years ago when I first got my spinning wheels, and at the time they had some jumbo roving yarn that was lightly twisted together. So I just untwisted the plies, and then I took the roving yarn, Veggie Zombie, and Atomic Stacy, and Snoring Cat Fiber Arts. Okay, I'm not familiar. I don't think I'm familiar with the other two. So what I did, roving yarn, and I don't have any roving yarn here at hand. Roving yarn is yarn that is very lightly twisted, that's very lightly spun, and you could pull it apart really easily. And so I was using that to practice with. I still have a bunch of it. It's actually with all of my spinning material. But the other thing that I'm doing is I'm saving my yarn ends, and I'm also getting Grammy to save her yarn ends to give to me. And this is all acrylic, and I'm going to separate them by colors. I've got all of this. These are my little yarn ends, all separated in separate bags by color. And I'm going to take some, and yes, Claymaker, you gave me some. Fiber cards. They're like, technically the ones I have are technically pet brushes, but it's the same type of thing. I got a series of these sharp teeth, and you could take it to open up I'm going to take it to open up the fibers to make it into fluff. And then I will take that fluff and then a couple other things I can do to it, and then turn it back, take that fluff, and then spin it into yarn. So I'm using scraps to make more yarn, so nothing goes to waste. And then that way I can make my own color combinations. Again, like I said, I'm pretty good at the carding and prepping the fiber. It's the spinning that needs some help. And the other thing is, if I can come up with a way, I got to spend one day and really brainstorm about how to set up. Hold on. I can't talk and do this corner at the same time. If I can figure out a setup to do floral arranging, because I've done that in the past, of silk floral arranging. But trying to get the camera angle, that's what I got to brainstorm and figure out. Snagging. I don't like it when the yarn snags. But I do have some wool fluff that came with the spinning wheels. I got the spinning wheels secondhand, and they threw in some extra tools and stuff and some wool fluff. I haven't used any of it yet. Something else I want to try at some point. It sounds crazy, but it makes sense. I'm going to get some cotton balls, cheap, ordinary cotton balls that you get at the drugstore, and you can spin cotton from that. So if I have any bunch of them laying around, I think we might have some somewhere. I'll attempt to do that. Look forward to get back into latch hooking. I've done latch hooking, needle punching. I think I have a needle punch. I need to. That's something else that I can. Thank you, Pix. That I need to get back into and practice with. I've only ever just dabbled with it. I've never made anything with it. So another art form that I'm a novice at. Oh, and that's another thing. And Pix has done it, and Black Sheep Meat has done it. Needle felting. I've got the needle felting needles, and I've got the roving and the fluff. Darn it. I was in that aisle today. Me and Clay Miko were at the craft store today, and I wasn't even thinking. I was just tagging along. I should have picked up the finger protector things for needle felting. Because when I got the needles about a month or two ago, I was practicing with them, and the finger condoms, yes. I was practicing with it, and I stabbed myself once or twice, and those things hurt. I was literally in that aisle. It's actually the same aisle that Clay Miko got her yarn that she's doing the doily out of. Oh my god, do they ever. The very fine point ones, yes. And it's because they hurt, because they have barbs on them. I've stuck myself with a sewing needle before. I mean, that's just a point. No, these are barbed like a fish hook, and they're super tiny. So, my needle felting materials are back over with my spinning stuff, because that's where all my fluff is. But I need to get those, as Pix calls them, finger condoms. Which is totally something different. I know nurses. There are two nurses I know personally, and they have things. You can get them in the drugstore. They're called finger cots, and they really are. They're like a latex, or not. They don't use latex anymore. The plastic things, and you roll them on like a condom. So those are more like a finger condom. You'll remind me the next time we're out. Yeah, I need to make a list, because I didn't get that, and I didn't get some orange yarn, because I'm not low on it, but I will be needing more orange yarn for my temperature blanket. Because in my temperature range, anything in the 80 to 89 Fahrenheit range is the color orange. And our summers here in the mid-Atlantic of the U.S., mid-Atlantic coast of the U.S., you're going to be in the sun. Thank you for the emotes there. See, I'm becoming a real streamer. I've got emotes, and I figured out how to get them across the screen. Oh. One day I'll be a real streamer. But yeah, I need to make a list for the things for the craft store. And that just popped up again in the chat. Thank you, Nightbot. Those who weren't here earlier, Clay Miko told me today that today is I Love Yarn Day. It was started back in 2011 by what was the name of the group? The Craft Yarn Council. So it's a day to celebrate your love of yarn. So it's the perfect day for a crochet stream. I mean, in my opinion, every day is a perfect day for a crochet stream. Or knitting, or anything to do with yarn and thread. Tatting is along there, and embroidery and cross stitch, and oh wait, oh I'm back. I'm back to the beginning of this round. Okay, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna. Did I do that right? Oh, my beginning is kind of rough. Okay, yeah, that beginning I might have messed up on, but that's not what I need to do. I need single crochet, 3 chains, and single crochet. It's fine. Yeah, this part of the pattern goes pretty fast because this is just chains and singles, and you're just stitching into the chain space. Probably why I like a lot of doilies, because a lot of doilies have this. They kind of work up quick. So Claymiko, how are we coming along on that ghost doily? All I'm gonna let you know, Claymiko, when you get to the mouth and the eyes, the instructions are a little. You're on round 10. Wow. And you have 25 rounds for that pattern. When you get to the mouth and the eyes, to form that, it's a little kind of tricky. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, she's working on the ghost oily that I did the other day. Whoever said that I stitch fast, well, now I'm really stitching fast. I think we're going to go for a little bit longer, and then we're going to find somebody to raid out to. Because I'm getting hungry. And Tatter said that it was dinner time. I'm like, this sounds good. I think we have meatloaf and cheesy squash. And that's been calling my name. Yeah, I think I'm going to go right to this corner here, and then we're going to raid out. Because that works perfectly, because getting ready to have an ad break, so I will snooze that ad break. Alright, I'm right here at the corner. So that's what we've done so far. I think we added 3 rounds so far tonight. Making progress. Okay, let's switch this over here. Thank you, everybody who came in tonight. Thank you, Pix, for those gift subs. Thank you. Yeah, I really like it. It's a really cool pattern. It's kind of breaks it up. It's kind of different each section. It's not all the same thing over and over again. Where did I put the thing? I gotta find the thing before we do. Okay, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do this. Thank you, anybody who new followers here tonight. I will be on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to work on the temperature blanket. Let's see. I have a YouTube channel, if I can spell it. Check out the YouTube channel. All of my streams are on the YouTube channel when I'm done streaming. They're unedited. You can go back and watch previous streams. There's about 140 of them. I also have a Discord. Feel free to join the Discord, post pictures of things that you're working on, things that you finished. It doesn't have to be crochet. It doesn't have to be knitting. It could be anything that you're interested in. It could be cooking. It can be hiking, like anything, whatever your jam is. So feel free to join that. Post pictures over there. If you have any questions about crochet, feel free to ask, or any other type of art form. There might be somebody over there that could answer your question. I also have a merch store. Check out my merch store. That's another way to support my channel besides subs and bits. I've got some t-shirts, some 32-ounce stainless steel water bottles, and some accessory pouches. They have different designs. There are 2 that have the Proud Dirty Hooker design. So if you are a proud dirty hooker like I am, because yes, I am a proud dirty hooker. I've never washed a crochet hook a day in my life. Apparently there are people that do. I never have, and I never will. If you're proud of that fact, and you want to show your pride, there are some items over there that you might find interesting. Plus, if you are not a proud dirty hooker, or you aren't proud that you are a dirty hooker, then there is another design over there of crochet terms. So you can go and check those out if you so choose. And what else was I going to say? I think that's about it. We're going to find somebody to raid. And I'm not even certain who's on at the moment. Let's see. Does anybody have any suggestions for raiding? Okay, somebody's knitting. They're knitting. They're crocheting. You know what? We're going to go raid a small... Okay, bus driving pony, caffeinated doodler. Yeah, let's go and... I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and raid... Yeah. Oh, uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, I think we're going to go raid bus driving pony. Copy that raid call if you are a follower. I'm new to raid calls. So copy that if you are a follower. If you are a sub, that is the raid call for subs. So copy and paste that, and we're going to go raid Bus Driving Pony. I think they're knitting at the moment. So everybody stick around for the raid. Show them some love. Show them some support. Follow them. And I will be on again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Everybody have a good evening. And as I always